100%.
100%.
I'm just gonna bring this in right now because it's fun. We're having a good conversation about Cats. Cats the musical, Cats the animal, and Cats the crazy people who keep them. Cat ladies. Hi.
I will tell you what is not overrated.
What's that?
Wicked. That's good.
Wicked is
That's good.
great.
Wicked is not. Wicked is pretty good.
And also, Book of Mormon. Highly recommend.
I heard that. I think I've listened to some stuff on it.
What?
I just saw.
What was your second thing, Dustin?
Book of Mormon.
Book of Mormon.
I just saw Kinky Boots. That was awesome.
Kinky Boots is good.
I want to go see Wicked, but we are.
Wicked is. I recommend it.
Shape.
Lion King is all the thing. We're gonna try to see that next year. Like
At Wharton? Was I thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's there now, or it
Should
was.
be in the
I don't know.
season.
It's gonna be this.
They might have already played.
It's gonna be this season.
Kinda,
We're gonna see it
American
somewhere.
in Paris is playing right now.
We're gonna see it somewhere soon,
in
or this year.
Hamilton will be playing next year, but they'll get tickets.
I've heard nothing but good things about Hamilton. I've never listened to the music though, because I wanted to wait.
Okay.
The music is really good.
I'll pass on Hamilton.
I wanted to listen to the songs everybody was talking about it, but I thought that maybe I should wait until I see the musical to experience them the first time before hearing the songs. But do you think it matters?
I think it's gonna be. It's pricey to get tickets, and kind of difficult at times.
Okay.
You know, even though it's been out for years and it's playing in multiple venues.
Hey, what?
But they do a good job. I think the soundtrack is done well enough that you can follow the entire story if you just listen to the soundtrack.
I muted you, Dem, because you're loud.
Having listened to a ton of Hamilton in the past year, I'm going to go on a limb and say the unpopular thing and say Hamilton is kind of overrated.
Okay.
You know what? You haven't watched the play. Maybe you can't say that until you've seen it live. You can't judge a music. You can't judge a play without seeing it live.
Right?
First.
You can judge a musical on musical.
No. There's more to that. No. I'm sorry. Get out of here.
I agree with him if it's got bad music.
Sure, but there can still be good things around it that can make up for it. But I don't think you can get the overall experience until you put everything together. And that's effects. That's the acting in between. It's all the tech stuff that goes with it, and the experience of going to the theater.
Maybe you're right, but I've heard a lot of Hamilton, and I think they glaze over a lot of stuff.
Don't make me go Alan Burr.
Well, if you're looking for in historical accuracy, yeah.
I'm not really that, but my kids are freaking obsessed with it. It's like, this is historical. It's not historical.
It's based on.
It's horrifically inaccurate.
Does he get killed by Alan Burr? That's all that matters. You think I'm Alan Burr? By the way, I'm dropping Hamilton's. Pacha.
Yes.
God,
It ends with entirely what you think. Yes.
I just had to go a little Lonely Island there just for a second. Shout out.
I think there's some very good hooks into the songs. I think that Lin-Manuel is a very talented writer and musician. And the themes that play in the music are clearly it's not something that was just slapped together. I think it's worth mentioning.
Yeah, I heard good
But
things about
yeah,
it.
I mean, a lot of people get it's a fad too. I don't think it's wholly undeserved. Just because it's popular doesn't make it bad.
No, it's not for me. It could
That's
be
fair.
just a case of that, and I'm totally cool with people liking it, but I don't think it's for me.
Well,
Sorry.
welcome to Shadowrun Theater, where we talk about
Yeah,
theater.
welcome to Shadowrun Anarchy, where we discuss current and past musicals.
You know what?
And give our uneducated opinions on them. Some of us
Phantom is still
less-
awful.
some of
Get
us
out of
less
here.
educated than others, possibly, but
Masquerade. I was gonna sing Masquerade on that. You know what? Here's the thing. Like, I was in another role playing.
And Rent. Rent is the goddamn most overrated piece of
Oh my god,
crap.
Rent is terrible.
Rent is
terrible. I will gladly jump on board the Rent is terrible.
Rent is a bunch of yuppies trying to live in squalor, complaining about their life. I mean, it's based on La Boheme, which
also
is way better.
my favorite part about Brent is we complain about life and everybody cheats on each other and horrible people. And some of us
they all
are
have
gay,
AIDS,
which we have to
And the
point
power
out
of song
constantly.
brings you back to life.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Hey,
the
you know,
power
that's
of
what-
song.
That's the magic of musicals, right there.
Magic.
Oh, she
The magic
should have
of
died.
Everything is-
Should have stayed dead.
Nothing gets
Speaking
worked
of
out.
music-
No, don't defend Rent. Don't defend Rent.
No, I'm not
Speaking
defending
of
it. I've never seen it.
musicals-
I'm just saying everything gets solved
Don't ever
through
see it.
music. There's always a problem, and then you sing a song and do a dance, and then the solution to that problem comes up in the song, and then we move on to the next problem.
Rent doesn't solve any problems. It just
Well-
causes problems.
Let's go with the
Yeah.
typical version here. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of musicals, we fade in on a empty
Wow, no
shopping
intro?
mall.
No, nothing.
No intro. We're going cold open here.
We're raw dogging it. All right, let's do it.
And then so we fade in. We see the cold, empty mall. There's empty shops with some detritus along the walls and those kinds of things. Somebody has left the overhead music playing, so we hear that kind of tasteless music that plays
Tasteless mall music.
in malls in the background.
Ugh.
And
Is it Kenny G? Some of that soft jazz.
some
smooth
kind of
jazz.
weird, like unintelligible soft jazz.
Yes.
And
Welcome again to KQED,
Yeah.
Smooth Jazz.
and our enjoyment of smooth jazz is interrupted by a loud bang as a maintenance hatch flies off its hinges
Perfect.
and hits the floor. And out climbs Sledge.
Sledge.
Who is
Yay.
Lucas? Lucasgvariety up here. This is Sledge. And he climbs out. And looks around. He's a tall, handsome half-orc.
Looks like this picture.
Partially true.
It's actually true. It looks just like looks just like this wrestler that we keep debating on. But I'll just flash it on screen for a second.
It's
there.
Goldberg. It's totally Goldberg.
Goldberg, Steve Austin.
Then-
Goldberg, Austin.
Then and then right after that climbs a charming young lady who goes by the name of Thunder. She looks a little frazzled and a little annoyed.
Down under.
But she climbs out and takes stock. And then we have the dainty elf who quite carefully climbs out of the vent and then takes a full 5 minutes going over his clothing to make sure that his everything is in one piece.
Up to snuff.
And
I used to like.
who do we start with? Who do we start with tonight? I think Dem had the honor of starting that awesome fight we had the last thing. So I think we will start with Thunder tonight.
Brilliant.
We're standing in a mall, Thunder. Do we remember what? Did everybody remember what we're doing here?
We got
Thunder contemplates that we are here to spy under the dome. Trying to figure out if this place is really all that. We got to get down to the basement, find the power source, set a nuke, and get out before time runs out.
No setting nukes. That's
Well, you know what? Hey, it's my turn.
Plot point. Plot point.
Yeah, plot point. Thunder brought a nuke.
Hey, where'd you get that nuke?
Oh, I always carry it with me, for special occasions.
Suddenly,
Lord.
this figure pops out of nowhere.
right. The nuke.
All right. Take a stock of the surroundings. It's too dark to really make out anything besides the
There's some
dimly lit shops from the emergency lights and clear musty smell of what must have been a long abandoned mall. Thunder is noticeably annoyed looking up towards the unknown direction of that awful awful smooth jazz. Mutters under her breath. Hate balls. All right, boys. Let's find some stairways down and figure out how to get below deck.
I think.
As a point, you're looking for a elevator to the nuclear reactor specifically.
We probably need to find some maintenance or security area. That's probably where they would
Yes.
keep the elevators down.
Could I have everybody please roll a perception?
Yeah. Let's get that perception up on there. I can't roll.
Are you
Oh my!
I was gonna say
My
are you
dice.
Paul Prudhomme?
I'm sorry, what?
I lost my dice rolling column. I'm gonna have to put that in. I don't know what happened. Okay, so perception. Where the
Why is
heck?
Dave rolling? Shouldn't what's his face be rolling?
Where the heck is my perception?
Perception is underneath your physical strength, stun, and armor hit point boxes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, geez, right in front of me. All right. At the middle of the road, all of us there. It's nice. Very nice.
All right. So the three of you are kind of looking around, taking stock. You're on the second level of the shopping mall, and as you're all taking stock, looking around, you all suddenly hear like this little whine, and you all recognize it because it's something you've heard before. It's probably some kind of security drone, and you all duck out of sight as 2 or 3 fly past. They don't seem to notice you, but you now know there are some security drones floating through this place.
Thunder snarkily comments to herself, "Oh, thank God they don't have infrared detectors that would be totally expected in a place like this."
Shh. Nobody asked you.
No.
Let's see. They have. Nope. They're just pretty much. They're pretty much armed to the teeth. Oh, it's good. Okay.
Security through force alone.
Yes. Apparently. So Jin, move on to you then, sir.
After the drones move on, group kind of gets up and walks around and tries to kind of gauge. I mean, it's a massive building,
There you
right?
go.
So
Yeah.
The mall is basically like the bottom level, and I don't think that encompasses the whole bottom levels. But yeah, the building is huge. It's an old archaeology, so yeah.
So after looking around for a while, Jin looks at the two others and is like, "I think you should probably get a map somewhere. Do you think they have any of those? Directories or anything that'll kind of tell us where to go?"
Usually they're centralized, so maybe we can find something there. And I think Sledge is like kind of nodding his head just a little bit to the beat. He doesn't even know it. Like he just kind of like.
We could totally pipe some Kenny G up in here.
No copyrighted music, please. Thank you. But I like how Thunder, she just hates it, and like Sledge is hard guy's just like, yeah, a little jazz. It puts me in the mood to kill, something like that. Just kind of like absentmindedly nodding his head, making a suggestion, and then is just ready to look around. And I don't know. Like, where are we? Like, we just came in a mall entrance, right? Not really through the mall entrance, but roundabout through a main entrance. So it would probably lead to an open area, I'm assuming, pretty soon, so that you can, like, look around.
So what's the picture scene?
Yeah, we're on the second floor. We're
You're
not
on the
actually.
second. You're on the second floor of what probably be a walkway, and it's probably open in the middle, I would imagine, and there'd be a first floor below, and there's even a floor above you.
Okay.
So there's stores, what were stores, now there's a shutdown, though. I imagine facades are still there in some places. And there's probably even graffiti and places where people may have broke in or stuff like that.
So the second level of like a 4-level mall, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, hold on.
So that's just
You are a madman. Okay, I mean,
just think of
I'm
some.
cool with whatever, man. We can make anything work.
What I suggested is because I don't know a lot about this Shadowrun world and what is like, not D&D Pathfinder and what's legitimate here. I had to look up some monsters and some villains and go, what exactly is legit here? I can't just go, hey, I know dragons exist, but I'm not gonna be like, hey, dragon, but I want to look at some things just to throw some variety in. But anyway, that's beside the point. We'll find out later.
Shadowrun has always been is pretty much like your typical future type. But it's also got like fantasy elements mixed in.
Oh yeah.
So you have demons, you have dragons, you have elves.
You have undead and spirits and tech and trolls.
Yeah, this is kind of a mash of everything.
It's great. So we're on the second level. Now, I would think something like this would have an information desk of some sort on every level. So no matter where you're in, you can always go and find stuff, right? So I would start scouting for like a centralized location or an information booth. Start making our way there.
Okay, so knowing a mall, you'd probably find something like that. So what does that look like?
So Sledge starts peeking around, going as quietly as possible, keeping all his weapons holstered. One hand near his katana blade at all times, keeping an eye out for the flying security drones. And through the maintenance hatch, we come out from like a side hallway where the maintenance people would go, or like side entrances to some of the stores. And we come out into like the main area. It's dark. There's probably some emergency lights on. And just down the way, we have to take a left, go down a ways, and then it opens up to a large central area. And basically, there's this large open area in the middle of all the floors, so that no matter what floor you're on, you can look up or down to the other floors and see all the different layers. And around the big circular area are different booths and restaurants and stuff. And on the not too far away, a couple hundred paces, is an information booth. But there's lots of tables and chairs and closed down things like the middle booths that are in the middle of the hallway. Like people that roll. They basically look like carts that people sit in the middle of the mall at. You guys know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of those. So a lot of small obstacles and things to hide in between as we make our way over to the information booth. So Sledge just like.
So that sounds good. Jin.
Thanks.
I mean, no. I'm gonna go back to you just a second.
No, that's fine.
That,
I'm good with that.
That most of the stuff is still powered, just powered down, and some of it is even still connected to the net. So, if you want to, maybe make use of some of that. Besides, back to you. So, this kiosk, is it a kiosk or is it a booth?
The information booth?
Yeah, it's a booth.
I would say it's still like like its back is facing like the rails that overlook this thing here, but it has like a counter where you can have like 4 or 5 people at their own computers all the way down, so they can help several people at a time. So
allow me to jump in.
Yeah.
All right. The party makes their way towards the information booth, and just as Jin suspected, it is still powered. As we approach the booth, a holographic woman appears before us behind the counters. And she says, "Welcome. How may I help you?" In a voice that happens to be a little louder than we would like if we were trying to be quiet.
Crap. I don't need this book now. I think Sledge like just gets behind the counter, like Barbara like just hits the deck, like holy shit. Oh, hologram. Yeah.
Okay. So Thunder, do you or anybody else question floating lady.
Thunder is visibly startled. Like, he looks around, listening quietly, or trying to listen for the security drones, but doesn't hear anything quite yet.
Let's change that.
Yay!
Oh snap!
Suddenly, we hear we hear that noise. We hear 4 of them coming from all different directions. Jin realizes that since everything is still powered on, that anything getting activated probably triggered some alarms. So Jin looks at everyone and is like, well, hopefully it's just kind of the area of where this happened, but I think we just made ourselves known here.
Could be anything. Could be anything scurrying around, drawing the attention of the hologram. Could be some damn.
You should hide.
Could be some damn rats. I'm hopping over the counter.
I agree with Thunder because.
All right, Thunder takes off towards one of the nearest storefronts, trying to find some place to hide.
Jin will kind of disappear, and he's going to try to hack into the alarm system. Or hack into the drums.
Sledge does the cool, you know how cops roll over the hood of the car? Sledge does that, but over the counter to the other side, behind the kiosk stand, pulling out one of his guns and getting ready.
Okay. So we're all trying to hide. That's
yes.
thing, right? So
yes.
Each of you tell me how it is you're trying to hide, and then actually I'm sorry, I have to step away for a second. So take a second, figure out how you're gonna hide, and I'll be right back.
Tell you what, don't worry about it. We'll carry it from here. All right, so Thunder gets the nuke out.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I hide behind the nuke. I pull the nuke out of my hammer space. It is large enough that I can hide behind it.
Jin takes the nuke. He rips off his clothes, which just reveal this massive chisel, and he just hurls it at the drones.
And I think Sledge pulls out his gun to fire and shoot the nuke at the precise moment to catch them all in the blast.
Don't forget to cover your eyes, boys.
Yeah. They can blind you. I wonder what happened with cyber eyes, because I have those. Would that mess up the cyber eyes? Or because they're cybernetic, they'd be nuke-proof?
You tell me.
Yeah, you're right.
An EMP, what do you think it's going to do to your cybernetics?
I don't know. I think bad overall. I think nothing good happens with a nuke going off, really.
Generally not.
Okay, is everybody die yet?
No, a nuke was thrown, and it got shot, and the explosion ripped a hole in the ground.
So hold on. Jin grabs a skateboard, grabs Thunder, and I'm sorry, Luke, I can't remember your character's name offhand. Kind of like underneath his arms, and he jumps over the nuke right as it goes off, and we just go skyrocket up into the air.
Oh,
Safe.
nice.
Yes.
Movie explosion. Right in the movie
Where a
explosion.
helicopter swoops in and picks us up.
We don't look back.
Oh, nice.
Because you don't look back with explosions.
You brought the fridge, right? You brought the fridge?
The helicopter has a fridge.
Oh, okay, cool. Safe in the fridge.
So we won. What's the next story, Kurt?
Rockfall.
Oh, our only weakness.
Sledge, how do you hide?
Sledge barrel rolls. Oh, of course, train comes. Barrel rolls over the counter through the hologram and hits the deck on the other side, like where the hologram, quote unquote, stands. And he gets underneath, like the top of the counter space, like underneath it. And he pulls out like his pistol or his handgun and just readies to fire. I guess he probably would draw the samurai, the sword in one hand and his pistol in the other, just in case they come close enough. He can be stealthier, and then he's just sitting there and he's ready.
Okay, Thunder. What do you do?
From over yonder.
Thunder whispers over to Sledge, "You fool! You know how many guns they have!" And then runs into the shop, finding some display racks. she pulls a few of them together to try to give herself the best cover she can against whatever drones are coming forward.
Shit, that's all I got is guns. That's all I can do.
And Jin.
Jin goes. Jin runs over to the information booth also to hide, and he's going to try to hack the drones. At the very least, he wants to see if he can disable the weapons, maybe control them.
Okay. So we need a hacker. Okay. We need a hacking roll from you, I think. So, you find the drone control system on the net, and what do we
Hack it.
hack it?
I
have to.
I was off headset for a sec. What happened?
So
Cute,
we need
bro.
a hacking. We need a hacking thing from you.
Okay. All right.
Second, I have to find something.
Do I have a modifier?
Maybe.
10.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Modifier of
excuse
10?
me. Shadowrun.
And didn't you get a reroll with the hacking? I don't remember exactly for you. Or some kind of tech thing. I know I got a
Yes.
Um,
Need to.
cyber combat, which I don't know if this. I guess this would be considered cyber combat.
Yeah.
you trying to stop their combat? I mean,
Is hacking considered a matrix action too?
Sometimes.
Okay. If this is, I also get another reroll.
Okay. Go ahead and do a thing.
well, he's asking
What
if
do
you.
you?
Yeah.
Are you attempting to shut them down? Or are you?
First thing I want to do is at least disable their weapons, because I would assume completely taking them over would be a little bit more difficult.
Especially 4. Unless they're on the same.
What's that?
Especially 4 of them. Unless they're all on the same link, whatever. And I don't know how it goes. This makes me glad I'm playing a fighter. Does he have any mods, Kurt? I think he was asking if you had any mods or any.
I'm trying to find. Okay.
Okay.
Here's what I wanted to. Okay. So you need to go ahead and roll. Yeah, just give me a hacking roll. That's fine. I don't think you get any mods.
Okay. All right, and then I will re-roll 1 for a cyber. I'm gonna re-roll 1 for cyber combat if I want to, which I am.
Oof.
It's a 6, right?
5 or 6.
Mhm.
I only got 2 on a rolling an 11. The hell?
Mhm.
That sucks. That's not a good omen for tonight. Oh,
Better.
no. Fire those dice. That's usually something safe you can use with live dice. Anyway. Ooh,
I'm
that's a
gonna
bummer.
use an edge point.
Using
Okay.
that edge.
That gives me a reroll, complete reroll, right?
I think you can reroll all your misses.
I think so.
Which that's pretty much all of them.
Before the roll, you can count 4s, 5s, and 6s. But I think after the roll, I believe you reroll all the misses. I mean, I can look
I
that
believe
up.
you're right. I'm looking that up. Page 30, sorry. I still don't know the rules as well as I would like.
According to this check, I only had 2 successful rolls, though, right?
The first one, yeah, you had 2.
Rolling dice.
I almost have it.
Okay, you spend as reroll all the dice that were not 5s and 6s.
So
So
pretty
yeah,
much.
you can reroll everything that was.
So I roll 9.
Wow. Do it.
That's
You-
better.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 more, so total of 6.
Total of 6. Okay,
Better.
So
Much
as-
better.
so as you're trying to hack the system, you run up against some ICE countermeasure program. So you need to tell me what that looks like. It's basically anti-intrusion thing.
ICE stands for something, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come on.
Intruder countermeasure, something. I don't remember.
Something or other.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try this best I can.
You got it.
So as he attempts to hack, and then suddenly, because this is VR, right, or augmented reality, right?
Yeah, your Matrix action.
So he's in the augment. He's working, and then suddenly everything goes red. Everything jitters all over the place. Completely messes with his vision, like to the point where they actually like. Crap, Luke, what's your character's name again?
Sledge.
Sledge. Sorry, it's been a long day.
That's
Sledge notices that like he's like blinking erratically and like kind of like rubbing his eyes. He's having a hard time. But
Not now, pointy ear. Not now.
because Jin is the master hacker expert, he's familiar with what's going on, and he's able to kind of. This is so hard to describe. I have a hard time describing this when I'm still learning the game.
You okay? You're doing fine.
He pulls at boy, this is gonna sound dirty. Emergency escape. He basically puts in some code that confuses the system to think that he was never there. He basically pulled out.
So you
pulled
hit
out
the
of the
eject button. Okay. You still take. You still with a biofeedback, and you still take 2 points of stun damage.
So the 6 he rolled was not a success?
Don't put those there. You want to put those on the top row.
Gotcha. Yeah, because
Because it
Even-
automatically, once you fill it up, it automatically affects everything. So if you fill up 5, it give you a -5. So Jin attempts to make hacking, and the sled notices things don't go well, and he's kind of stunned for a minute. Maybe not a minute, for a second, but pulling out. And the drones come into sight, and what happens, Sleds?
So they're coming into sight. There's 4 of them.
Right.
One is, 2 start hovering around the front of the desk, like they come from opposite directions, and they're scanning. And they look like, I'm not sure exactly if they have a specific look or if I'm making that up myself, but
What do they look like?
to me they kind of look like really thick frisbees, like, really rounded, like saucers, real thick, like thick at the top, and they thin out at the edge. And
Okay.
they have like this globular eye on the very top and on the bottom. So they have these eyes that on the top and bottom that can just scan 360, top and bottom, and they're just kind of self-propelled. And you don't see guns on them right now, but we know drones are armed when they want to be. So 2 are like in the front, and they're crossing like this in front of each other, and one is closer to the storefront where Thunder is, and then one stops and comes right up to the hologram and is like looking at it and scanning it, and then it gets really close to the edge, like it's just above us right here. So at any moment it could see us. So I just like, oh shit.
So just out of curiosity, is my second hacking attempt, was that where I took the damage? Or is that going to be my second attempt down the road?
Your hacking attempt was completely that was one attempt, right? Because you used Ed to reroll, so basically it was still the same attempt.
Okay, so the new attempt is what happened. I'm not reacting to the crap one that made me use my edge point.
No. The edge point happened with something like, I'm doing it, I'm bad, but you go back and you refocused and you managed to do all this, but you still got caught, basically.
Gotcha. Okay.
So sounds like we are
So
caught.
drones are just hovering around, looking around, and make this high pitched like whining.
Yep, and like it's scanner. I don't know. I'm looking for it's scanner ray that kind of scans out and like up and down. There's one up above that scan the top of the kiosk, and the other one's coming down, and it's like we're just under enough that it could easily get us possibly in a second, and I'm not sure if it catches us or not. That's what I was trying to decide on. Maybe that's for someone.
Thunder, did it catch us or not? Thunder there. I can't see Thunder. It's all black. Oh, there's his head.
Here it is. Like a periscope.
Well, it doesn't scan me because I'm super sneaky.
Uh-huh.
What's the storyteller say?
I was ready to stab the one by us, but let the dice decide. That age-old.
So the drones circle a few times around, and then they seem to go off in an automated path. They seem to be stopping now every 100 feet or so and scanning the area. Like they're on a higher alert than they were, but they don't seem to be actively pursuing you specifically, because obviously they're right next to you. You managed to evade them for the moment. However, they are looking for something going on.
We gotta be a little.
Yes, we need to, Luke. We need to still take a break in 9. I have to put my daughter to bed, so
Yes.
to answer your question.
Yep.
I don't know if Dem needs it or not, but I do.
He did. He answered. Yes, we'll do that. So I'm sitting there with a katana blade in one hand and my AR pistol in the other. Just look over at Jin. I'm like, yo, I think they went away. You gonna make it over there? You look a little phased out or something. A little stretched beyond your means.
Jin just kind of shakes his head and he's like, all part of the plan. Don't you worry. I'm good.
Yeah, right. All right. You find us an elevator or something or what?
What? One second.
Thunder, do you climb out from behind your hidey hole?
I like my hidey hole.
Are you gonna hang out there, make a blanket fort, kind
Yep.
of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I was asking you to find an elevator. Like, can you get us an elevator or what?
We probably shouldn't activate anything electronic in here. We should look for stairs.
All right.
We've already alerted security, and their security is surprisingly robust.
I don't know about robust. You got a couple of drones flying around, not really you don't have armed guards every 100 feet or anything.
No, but Jin just got stunned from hacking the system, so
He did.
To him, that's robust.
I mean,
All right.
eh.
So I was like, just use my old natural eyes. And he kind of like creeps up and he starts to do a scan over the whole wide area, looking for elevators / because if you find the elevators, you can usually find the escalators or stairwell nearby, right? So I don't know if I can denounce that I see them, or you want me to perceptify.
No, we're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna make a perception for every little thing. But you're in a central area. I would assume that there's at least some consumer elevators around here.
So nearby would be some other.
Probably not the elevators you're looking for. You need elevators that would take you deeper into the facility.
Just like the droids.
But...
Perfect. But we can get back to the first level with the stairs, and we can look for maintenance stairs. I mean, we came out of a maintenance. Go ahead.
There are escalators and those kind of things, but like they're not running, obviously. So
we can walk down the escalator to the first floor, and then check for a maintenance hallway and find our way down that way, probably. You ready to move, or you need another?
The escalator is broken. Oh my God! Now there's stairs. We're sorry for the convenience.
I look at Jin. I'm like, just like kind of nudge his shoulder. I'm like, is your perfected plan ready to move its ass?
Jin's like, yeah, let's go. And he gets up.
So I barrel roll back over and I start heading towards the stairs that were once formerly known as escalator. You know, trying to like head nod over towards Thunder as we creep our way to the escalator to get to the bottom floor, and then from there we can look for a maintenance hallway.
I imagine that Sledge throws in a couple periodic rolls, just for dramatic effect.
Yeah.
So that we all get to marvel at his athletic talent.
That's right. Wow,
rolling to evade.
You've done somersaults for a long time, haven't you? Was that a round off you just did? Yeah. Practice a lot. But yeah, if there's no further trouble, or I can pass the narrative, but we get him to the escalator and we can creep down softly on those. Well, I don't know if they're still rubber stairs, kind of like the way they are now, but down one of the sides till we get to the bottom floor and look for a maintenance hallway.
Okay. Looking for a maintenance hallway.
Yes.
There's Thunder. What are we doing?
We get to a back maintenance room. We can find the maintenance stairs down.
Sledge talked a lot, so hush, Sledge.
All right, I'm hushing now.
I think we skipped Jin. So let's go to Jin. And so Jin, we're looking for a thing. Maintenance hallway. Tell me how that goes.
Group heads down. They walk down the long corridor. They suddenly hear the loud or the high-pitched whirring again. But nothing happens because they all hide and it just kind of passes. No big deal. As they're hiding, they're kind of like they're ducked behind a kiosk. Like their backs against the kiosk, and like over the kiosk is actually like the main hall, so they're actually facing like where the stores would be. And Mr. Night Vision, Orc Boy, notices that they're actually staring right at the maintenance hall door.
There's the maintenance hall door.
And so Sledge goes to try to open it after the sentry has passed, and it's locked.
Of course it is. Stopped again by a door.
And it's locked. And will our illustrious heroes find their way into the maintenance hallway? You'll find out after the break.
Ooh. All right. Well,
Ooh, I'm illustrious.
We'll see if the door stands us up once again. All right. We'll be right back, guys.